This time, Dylan will turn the camera on before he tries to record this video. Very clever, Dylan. Good job. Hello, I'm Dylan Maguire and I was Dramsoc's 2019-2020 Head of Tech or Head Technician, and this is just going to be a short video describing the roles of this position in the committee. And if you want to run for it in the AGM, hopefully after watching this video you'll have more of an idea of what you're running for. And maybe if you're watching this video and you don't know what position you're running for and this sounds like it's for you, then cool. As head of tech, your job is first and foremost a regular committee member of Dramsoc. So you will be going to all the Dramsoc meetings if possible, which are held weekly and are a good, honestly, a highlight of a week. They're always good fun. It never feels like work to go to a committee meeting. You'll also be helping out with auditions, standing behind the black desk and telling people where to go and telling them to break legs. If you're nice. If you're not nice, then don't do that, I suppose. And then you should also be going to as many Dramsoc events as you can. So yeah, you are a full committee member of Dramsoc, but you also have other jobs, and that's why this is the Head of Tech video. I'm not editing in a title. I don't know why I did that. That was a waste. So what does one do as Head of Tech? Well, I'm glad you asked that, me, because your job as Head of Tech is to essentially oversee all of the technical aspects of the productions that Dramsoc puts on throughout the year. So a good way to do this is in your Google Drive, there will be a lighting handbook. So you'll give that to the lighting designer of a show and they will fill that in for you. It'll tell them what you have in stock as far as lamps go, and they will tell you what they're going to be using. And this should all be done before a tech weekend, just because it will make your job so much easier. So make sure whatever lighting designers you're working with have that filled out to you and sent before a tech weekend, so you know, kind of have a good idea of the kind of things they'll be needing for that show. And if they do request something that isn't in the usual stock, for example the projector, then you will probably be the one who talks to Mike O'Halloran, and that's where you'll get that, because Mike is great and he will be very useful for you. You will be the go-between between every show and Mike, because it's easier for him to get emails from one person requesting stuff about tech, and he'll know that's about tech, than every single lighting designer. So it's a good idea to kind of, if anyone has anything they need or any problems, they should go to you, and if you can't fix the problem yourself, then you can point them towards someone who can. Which, as well as that, it's your responsibility to make sure the gantry is kept quite clean and tidy. So if a lighting designer or sound designer has scattered a bunch of cables or gel frames or gels all over the gantry in the crow's nest or tech box or whatever you call that, the box with the desks in it, then sadly it is your job to clean that up. So kind of encourage that people don't, throw stuff all over the gantry, and it's just a nice thing to do really. But if someone does, then you have to clean up and keep it in good working condition. And as well as that, there'll be a tech cupboard. It's in the back of the BOI, so you need to make sure that that's kind of has what a lighting designer will need. The only time you'll ever need to do lighting or sound design for a show really is if a show has had enough trouble sourcing their own lighting designer or sound designer that they can't have a show. Then you should be willing to kind of step up and say, I'll do it. So that should never be a problem really. There's plenty of really talented and eager people who would love to tech shows, but in the event that that becomes a problem, then you should be the person who can step up and tech the show. Another thing that you don't, technically have to do, but it's kind of a nice gesture, is if someone is interested in learning how to tech a show, then you should be willing to let them shadow either a lighting designer who's working on a show, or if that's you, you can definitely let them shadow. So if you're letting someone kind of look in on your work and how to light a show, it's good to kind of teach people how to. But this video has gone on far longer than I intended it to, so hopefully this has answered all of your questions. If it didn't answer any of your questions, then please send me the question you're looking at for the answer to. Dylan is buffering. I'm on most forms of social media, so just search Dylan Maguire and look for my face. It's me. And you should find it somewhere. Me. Should find me somewhere. So if you have any more questions, please send them my way, and I'll try to help you in any way I can. So that's all. Bye. Good luck if you're running.